Hello everyone, welcome to Graphic Designers Workshop. Let us see how we can create this beautiful and simple visiting card in CorelDraw. So let us start. Let us first create a document in CorelDraw. So we'll just go to File and select Create New Document, and then from here we can simply select the dimension as business card. So we can just directly get the size of the business card. So here width is 3.5 inches and height is 2.0 inches, and we can give the name for our visiting card RS Art and Media, right? And make sure that the resolution is 300 and simply click on OK. So we have created the document that we require. We got the exact size of visiting card. Now we'll start designing our visiting card. So what I will be doing is, first we'll create the background for our visiting card. So the first thing we are supposed to do is, we'll simply double click on this rectangle tool. So the moment you double click on the rectangle tool, it snaps to the edges of our document. So then what we'll do is, first we will create the back side of our visiting card. So what we are supposed to do is, so we will just select an ellipse, and if you want perfect ellipse you can use Control, but we don't want perfect ellipse here. So we'll just create an egg shape like this, right? Just we can move it a little bit, right? And then we will hit a plus on the numlock, of your keyboard. So you'll get one more duplicate, and then we'll just move it a little bit upwards like this, right? So then what we'll do is, so we will use the Smart Fill tool to fill colors. So we'll select the Smart Fill tool from the toolbox on your left side, and then we'll just select a pure black color, and then we will just apply the black color over here, right? Then we'll apply a simple green color over here, right? So after that we will just fill some golden color. Later on we will be creating gradients, and we will be filling those gradients in these sections. So what we'll do is, we'll select the Smart Fill tool, and then we will pick one simple orangish gradient, and then we will fill in this section, fill that color in this section, right? So once it is done, we will just delete these ellipse, delete these unwanted objects, and now we got a basic structure for our visiting card, right? So then what we'll do is, we will remove these outlines for our sections. So simply select each section, and then here this is the properties bar area. So from here just simply select the drop down list for the outline and select none, so that you will be removing the outline. So same thing you do for other sections. Select this yellow section and then simply select none. So in the same way, select the black section and just select none. So the outlines for all the sections will disappear, right? So now the next step is, we will apply gradients to each section. So we will just avoid this black section, but we will fill gradients for this yellow one and green one. So what we will do is, simply select the green section. Just hit F11 on your keyboard so that edit fill dialog will appear, and in the edit fill dialog we will create one gradient. So what we'll do is, see here we have buttons, so we'll just double click, we'll just select the button, and then we'll apply a dark green color to this, and we can just copy this value, and then we'll just select this button, or you can say slider, and then we'll paste the same value here. Right. So then we will just create one more slider, and we'll make sure that it is a little bit lighter in color. Right. So like this, and we'll also note down the value for this. Right. Maybe we can use it for later purpose. It's optional anyways. So one thing we'll do is, see, we need this gradient for the other side of the visiting card, so we will save this gradient. So how we can save it is, simply we will put a name for this. We'll say the green emerald gradient, and then we'll just click on this plus icon, and then we'll select save. We don't need any category here, we'll just click on this save. So now this green emerald gradient is saved. Right. And then we can just click OK. We can also adjust the gradient by using a interactive fill icon here. So, or you can say gizmo. So we can just slightly change the direction of the gradient. Right. Now it is done. We will now concentrate on this yellow one. Just select the yellow section. Just hit F11. Once again the edit fill dialog appears. Now we will try to apply a golden gradient to this section. So we will just select this slider or button. We will select one dark orangish color. Right, and for this also we will use the same gradient for the left slider. So we will copy this value, and then for this slider again we will put the same value. So we can just paste the value here. Right, and in between we will create one more slider. Just by clicking in this empty area we will be creating a slider, and for this slider we will apply a light yellowish color so that it looks like a golden gradient. Right, and then we will also save it, because we'll be using this again for the other side of the visiting card. So what we'll do is we will just put the name for this. We'll say golden gradient, and we'll save it by clicking this plus icon. Now we have saved our gradients, so we can check where we have saved. So this is a golden gradient fill, and this is the green emerald gradient fill. So now we have both these gradients. Right. So the next thing we'll do is we'll just put the label here. So we'll just select the text tool, or you can say the type tool. So we'll just type RS art and media, and then we will use impact font. Right, and also we will change its color to pure white, so we can exactly place it at the center of our document. You can also use the keyboard shortcut P. So what will happen with P is the text will appear exactly at the center of the document. so that you can also move it a little bit from the center actually. So you can place it wherever you want, but the text will be at the center of the document, right? So then the next thing we are supposed to do is we'll slightly scale it down, right? And then we'll select one rectangle. We'll just create a rectangle around this text, and we'll also give that rectangle a white color stroke, right? And we'll make the rectangle a rounded rectangle. So for that, what we'll do is we will select the shape tool here, and then we will make it rounded like this, right? That's it. So then the next step we are supposed to do is we will just put the address of our website. So www.rsartandmedia.com. That's it. We'll place it over here and we'll make it very small, and also we will change its font. So we can change it to Times New Roman, right? And also we'll keep it exactly at the center. We'll scale it down, don't keep it too big, right? And then we can give it a bluish color, let us say a dark bluish color. So you can just double click on this color box here, and we can select a color here, color which is dark bluish. Alright, we can check the colors actually. You can also try yellow or red. Okay, red looks fine here, right? And you can make it bold, right? And you can align it. So if you want to align it properly, see, you can see one line here that's helping us in alignments. And if you can't find that line, so you can always go to the view and select the alignment guides, activate the alignment guides, turn it on, right? So it's very simple to create the front side, or let us say back side of our visiting card. Now we will create the other side of our visiting card. So for that, what we'll do is we'll create one more page. Okay, so at the bottom of your CorelDraw interface, we can see one icon here. Just click on that. So one more page is created, and in this page we will be creating the other side of our visiting card. So what we'll do is we'll do the same thing, but this time we will not create sections horizontally. We will create sections vertically. So how we will do is, see, again we'll double click on the rectangle. We will select an ellipse. So just create an ellipse. Just keep it over here. Increase its size. We can make it egg shaped, right? You can just keep it like this, right? And then we'll just slightly move it here, and then we will use a numlock key on our keyboard, so that we will create a duplicate of this ellipse, and we will slightly move it like this. We can move it in this way, right? So we can select both these ellipses, and then we can use the arrow keys if you want. Or let us not use the arrow keys, sorry, just a minute. Okay, we can just move them a little bit to the left, okay, so that there is enough space on the right side and left side, right? Now we will fill colors just like before. will fill colors to each section. So what we'll do is, again let us activate the smart fill, and then we'll just select some color, and then we'll just fill it on the right side, and then we'll select a black color and we'll fill it over here, and then we'll select an yellow color and we will fill it over here. Right, so then we can delete these things, delete these ellipses, right, and then we will just remove the outlines for all the sections, right. So that's it. So now we got the basic structure for our visiting card, right. So now it's time for us to fill the gradients. So we'll start with the green section. So what you'll do is select the green section and then hit F11, so that again the edit fill dialog will appear, and we have already saved the gradients, so we don't have to create the gradient again. So what you'll do, just simply click here, and we have already saved the gradient here, emerald fill, so just apply it, right. So I think the name is emerald or green emerald, okay, right. And then we will use the interactive fill by hitting the command G, and then we can change the direction of the gradient, right. So something like this, right. Then we will select the yellow section, and then we will open the edit fill dialog again, and we have also saved a golden gradient here. So this is the gradient that we have just now saved, and just apply it. So one thing we can do is we can just click on this reverse fill, or we can do one thing, we can use the interactive fill by hitting G, and we can change the direction of the gradient, right. Now it looks fine, right. So then we will finish off our visiting card by putting the content in this black region as well as in this green region. So what we'll do is, we'll just start typing RS Art and Media. We will use impact font for this, and then we'll change its color to white. So then just bring it here, right. Then we'll put the text graphic designer, and we will also change its font to impact. So we'll have to select it first, and then we will change the font to impact, right. Then we'll scale it down a little bit, make it a little bit small, and apply white color to this. Keep it over here, and we will also skew it. How to skew? Just simply click inside the text so that you can see these icons or these bounding boxes, and we'll just select the center one, and then we'll make it like this, slightly italic, right. Then in this section or in this region, we'll put the address, the phone number, the website address and the email, and how we'll put is, we'll download certain icons. So we can get the icons from this website, iconfinder.com. We can get free icons. You can type whatever you want. Let us say we want address, So we can just simply click on this address, and you can also purchase icons from this website, but we want a free icon, so you can just simply click on this free, and then you can see plenty of icons here, so related to address. So okay, this one looks nice. We'll just simply click on this, and here you'll select this SVG icon. So you can just simply click on this download. So once it gets downloaded, then we'll open it in CorelDraw. So in the same way, we can download the phone related icon. So we can select this one, and we'll also download email. So here we have email icons. Okay, so once you selected the icons, just open them in CorelDraw as SVG files. See, SVG means scalable vector graphic, and we can edit those scalable vector graphic icons. We can directly apply color to them. We can also modify their shape. So those things you can do with SVG file. So the other formats such as for PNG, JPEG, so you cannot directly edit them. So SVG is the better option to download, right? So I have already downloaded all these icons, so I'll just open them in CorelDraw. So simply open the CorelDraw, and then we'll now download the icon for phone. So first we'll download the phone icon. So here phone icon is there, right? So here the phone icon is there. We can give some color to this. We'll give it let us say yellow color. Okay, or first thing is we have to ungroup it. We have to ungroup it so that you can see the individual shapes inside it. Okay, now we can give some color to this, and now we will place it over here. Just scale it down, right? So you can slightly rotate it. Right. So this there is some unwanted shape, you can delete it, right? So then to make it a little bit attractive, we can just select one ellipse. We can create this ellipse as an outline for this phone icon. We can give it a yellow color as well, a pure yellow color, right? And then one thing we'll do is we'll convert this outline to an object, so that when you scale it, it will not increase its size. So it will maintain its size actually. So what we'll do is we'll just go to object, and here we have an option convert outline to object. So you can also use a keyboard shortcut Ctrl+Shift+Q, right? Simply keep it around this phone icon, right? Now it looks fine, right? So now we will download some more icons. Just we'll go to file, import, and then the next one is we'll select address, import it, and we also got the address here. We will ungroup it, and then we will apply a yellow color to this. Simply drag it over here, scale it down. We'll also try to group the phone icon and make it small. It looks big actually, so we don't want too much of big icons here, so we'll scale it down, right? Then we will download the email icon, or sorry, not download, import. We have already downloaded, so email, right? This is the email icon. and we will change its color. First we will ungroup it, and then now we will change its color. Right. So now just we'll scale it down and we'll keep it here. Right. So try to check the alignments. All the icons should be spaced with equal distance. Actually, all the icons should have an equal distance in between them. Right. So then we have one last icon, that is internet or website. This is for website address. Right. So here also we will ungroup it, and here we have a number of shapes here. So what we can do is we can simply select all these curves here. We can weld them. So we can weld them, and then we can give them a same color. We can actually just a minute, we can turn them into outlines, and then we can give them a yellowish color. And also for these shapes we'll again weld them. Just a minute. So we will first convert them to outlines, and then we'll apply yellow color to this. So again we will select the ellipse, we'll convert the ellipse to outline, we'll convert the outline to a normal shape, and then we will just apply the yellow color. So now we will group all these curves. Right. So just scale it down, make it a little bit small. Right. So if you have any unwanted object, just simply select and delete it. Right. So now we got all the icons here. So now all we have to do is put the number, phone number, address, email, as well as a website address. So we'll finish it off by just typing the phone number. So this phone number is some random number, 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Right. And we can use impact font for this. Right. And we can simply give it a pure yellow color, and we can also put an alternative number here. Just keep it here, and we can use comma, and we can put an alternative number also. Make sure that there are 10 numbers, 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Right. All right. So then we'll put the address. So we'll put the address. So simply type the address. So we can use the impact font, and then we'll give it a pure yellow color. So align it properly. Right. Right. You can slightly make it small. Yeah, right. Now it looks fine. Right. So then we will finish it off by putting the email address, which is info@rsartandmedia.com, and we will also use the impact font for this. I'll again select it. Okay, just a minute. Okay, right. So we'll give it a pure yellow color. Make it small. Right. Align it properly. Right. So just we are left with one last thing, that is the website address, which is rsartandmedia.com, and we'll also give it impact, right, and we will scale it down, place it exactly over here, right. So all the information on the black region of the visiting card is completed. Just all we have to do is we'll put the content on the green region now. So what we can do is we can just put the similar content here. We can just put graphic and video editing, or we can say graphics and video editing. So just we can put it over here. And we can just give it Times New Roman font, and we can center align it, so something like this. And we can also do some things like we can say visual effects and animation, or we can say 2D animation, right. So we'll just put impact here, right. Oh, sorry, not impact, we'll put Times New Roman here, right. And we can make it bold if you want, right. Right. So the one last thing we can do is we'll also make it bold. The one last thing we can do is we'll just put the icon here. Just what we can do is we can just say we can just use the first letters of our company, or you can say our organization. So we can say RSM, right. So we can just use it, and we can give it a impact font, and we'll do one more thing. Instead of keeping it just normally, we can use an ellipse, and we can create an envelope. So what we can do is we can use the envelope option. We can just go to effects and we can select envelope here. So it's already open for me. So what I can do is I can select the text and I can make it into an envelope. So here we have an option, create envelope from, and simply select it and then click here. Click the text and just click on this circle or ellipse. So you will see one you will see the shape of the text has changed. It has changed into a circle. It has fit into a circle here. So it's a very simple and easy way of designing our company logo, right? And to make it more interesting, what we can do is we'll just slightly rotate it. Okay, right. So to make it more interesting, what we can do is we can create a cut here. So first thing is we can use this convert to curves so that it will become a normal object here, and then we'll just create a cut in between using this rectangle. Can give it some color, we can remove its outline, and then we can select this rectangle, we can select the text behind, and we can actually use an option trim here. By holding shift, if you select the rectangle and the text, you will see the option here which is trim, and if you just click on the trim and then if you delete this rectangle, so you can see a cut here, right? So now we got a logo here. So now we can see what we can do is we can give some colors, we can ungroup it, or we can say break curve apart. Okay, sorry, let's not do that. Okay, because it's actually uniting this R, the shape of R is changing, so we don't want that, right? We'll keep it like this only. We'll just give it some color here, a different color. Okay, red is better, right? Then what we'll do is we will just keep our ellipse around our logo. Just keep it like this, right? We can slightly increase the size of the ellipse, okay, and we can actually convert it into an outline, and then we also want it to be in red color, so you can just select a pure red color here, right? And to make it more interesting, we can take one more duplicate by using the numlock plus, and then just hold shift and center scale it, right? So we can slightly scale it down, right? Now it looks fine. So now all we have to do is just select the entire logo, group it, and let's keep it over here, right? Right. So we can also copy the logo and we can put it on the other side. So in this or we can say the back side, right? Right. So now we have completed our visiting card. So now it's time for us to export our visiting card. So to export our visiting card, what we can do is we can simply go to File and we can select Export, and then we will export our visiting card on our desktop. We will create a folder here, so we can say visiting card front and back. So just open the folder and then we can save it as a PNG file, or we can also save it as a JPEG file. So if you want some background behind your visiting card, you can save it as a PNG, right? Just click on export, and we are now exporting one side of our visiting card, and then simply click OK here, right? And then we will export the another side of our visiting card. Just go to File, Export, and we can give it back side if you want, or you can say whatever you want. right. So now we have exported the back side, right. So now we have completed both sides of our visiting card. So this is the back side and this is the front side. So this is a very simple and easy way of designing a visiting card. So I hope you like it. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. So please do subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. Like, share, and if you have anything to say, do comment. See you again.